Hello friends, welcome to my channel Clinical Biochemistry by Dr. P.K. Prabhakar. Today I am going to talk about the Zykov D vaccine. This is a COVID vaccines which is developed by the Zydus Cadila of the India. So we will talk about the details. Till now, in India, we are having 5 vaccines has been approved by the DGCI for their usage. First one was Covaxin, uh, then Covishield, then we are having more Moderna, Sputnik V, and Janssen and Janssen. If you will see the principle on which these vaccines are based on, so Covaxin, which is going to use inactivated virus, whole virus that has been used. Then we are having Covishield, which is adenovirus based vaccines, where they have used adenovirus as a vector, and then that is going to carry the gene. Then we had a Moderna, which is mRNA based vaccine along with the Pfizer. Pfizer is not available in India, but Moderna has been approved by DGCI. Then we are having Sputnik V, which is a Russian vaccine. It was produced by Gamaleya Scientific Center, which is also virus vector vaccine, that is adeno-based virus vector vaccines. And then we are having another virus vector vaccine, Janssen, which was just approved on the 7th of July. This is Zykov D, the first DNA coronavirus vaccine. So this is the first vaccine which is based on the DNA. Till now we don't have any vaccine which is DNA based vaccine, where directly DNA of particular virus or sequence of DNA will be used. So this is the first vaccine if it will be approved by the DGCI. They have already applied to the DGCI, and once it will be approved, this will be the 6th vaccine available in India. This vaccine is indigenous COVID-19 vaccine, which is completely designed, developed, and experimentally proven in India only. Overall, India is a vaccine powerhouse. Roughly, we are going to produce more than 60% of the world's vaccine, and because we are having the number of producers, number of vaccine production companies, so we are going to produce maximum vaccines in the world. Roughly more than 60% of the world's vaccine is produced by India. Today our talk is based on the Zykov D, which is the world's first plasmid DNA based vaccines for the COVID-19, and that is from the Zydus Cadila. So what the first thing is, this is the country's second complete indigenous vaccines. The first indigenous vaccine was Covaxin, which was completely designed by or developed by ICMR and NIV of Pune, along with the Hyderabad based company. And then this is the second completely indigenous vaccine, which is completely developed in India and the research. This vaccine, the first needle-free plasmid-based vaccine. In this case, whenever we are going to inject this vaccine, we are not going to use the normal syringe, as commonly we are using for other vaccines. So this is the needle-free plasmid-based DNA vaccines. We will talk about how this vaccine is going to be taken. This is developed by Ahmedabad-based Zydus Cadila company. This is developed in collaboration with the Biotechnology Industry Research Assistance Council, that is commonly we are going to call it BIRAC, which normally funds for the research in India. On July 1st, 2021, Cadila Healthcare applied to the DGCI for seeking emergency use for the authorizations. And another thing is, this is the first vaccine which is available in the triple doses. 3 doses we need to take it. The first dose will be taken on the 0 days. Second dose will be taken on the 28th day, and third dose will be taken on the 56th day. Means for every 2 doses there should be 28 days gap is required, and they are working on they will see the how effective it is after the 2 doses. So they are working on the only 2 days will be effective, then only 2 doses will be given, but currently total 3 doses is needed. This Zykov D productions on 23rd April 2021, production of Zykov D vaccine was started with an early yearly capacity of roughly 240 million dosage. What is the pharmacology behind that one? What is the scheme of this vaccine Zykov D? This is vaccine contains the DNA plasmid vector. So it is plasmid based vector which is carrying the gene encoding for the spike protein, and once this plasmid will reach to the host recipient cells, then it is going to produce the spike protein, S protein. which normally activate your immune system for the protection for production of immunoglobulins. How effective this vaccine is? On July 2021, Cadila Healthcare reported that its efficacy to be 66.6% against symptomatic COVID-19 patients and 100% against the moderate or severe disease. That is in interim, and now that has been already published data. How this has been done different trials. So phase 1 and phase 2 trials, normally it will be phase 1 will be done on the animal models. So in February 2020, Cadila normally planned that they will go for the DNA based plasmid vaccine productions in the Vaccine Technology Center in Ahmedabad. The vaccine candidate was able to pass the preclinical trials on animal models successfully. Then they have applied for the their approval that they can go for the phase 2 trials. So for phase 1 trial, the report of study was already available on the BioVix and later published in the journal Vaccine. Thereafter, human trial for phase 1 and phase 2 were approved by the regulator DGCI. Phase 2 trials of the vaccine candidate were conducted roughly over the 1000 volunteers as part of the adaptive phase 1 and phase 2 multicentric dose randomized double-blind placebo-controlled methods, and their result was very encouraging. So once they have got all these results of phase 1 and phase 2 was very encouraging, they have gone for the phase 3 clinical trials. In November 2020, the company announced it would test the vaccine candidate on 30,000 patients in phase 3 trials. The vaccine would be given out of the 3 doses at 5 sites across the 4 cities of the India. In January 2021, the DGCI granted permission to conduct the phase 3 clinical trials for 28,216 Indian participants. A parallel trial was conducted alongside phase 3 on 20 participants of age group of 12 to 18 years also. So they want to see that how effective this vaccine on the less than 18-year people. So a trial in total 1000 children participated for the trial of 12 to 18-year age groups. So we are waiting for the phase 3 data to be disclosed. This Jacob vaccine is Jacob D vaccine is a 3-dose vaccines, and another thing is this is an intradermal vaccine. We are normally other vaccines, whatever Covaxin, Covishield or other vaccines, what we are taking it, we are normally taking intramuscular inside the muscles. But this vaccine you have to take just below the skin. So it should not be inject too deep into the body. So it is intradermal vaccine which is applied using a PharmaJet needle free system that is called as TROPIS. Can also lead to the significant reduction in any kind of side effects. So normally whenever we are going to inject into the muscles, deep penetration will be there. So there normally we are having pain, swelling and other things. So all those things will be avoided here because it is not, we are not injecting that one. So this is the picture you are going to see. This is called as PharmaJet or jet. So which normally inject the vaccines. Jacob D can be stored at normal refrigerator temperature, that is 2 to 8 degrees centigrade, and has shown good stability at temperature of 25 degree for at least 3 months. If this temperature is perfect, then it will be very good for normal developing countries because there we don't have very effective cold chains or the storage capacity. So for those countries this will be very good. The plasmid DNA based platform are easy to manufacture with the minimum biosafety level 1. If you are going for virus vector vaccines or the other method mRNA based vaccine, there we require a specific labs, but plasmid based vaccine can be used in BSL biosafety level requirement level 1. And plasmid vaccine Jacob D does not have any problem associated with the vector based immunity also, because we are not using any other virus, any other vector to carry the genes. So because it is based on the plasmid. Summary of this vaccines are: it is a needle-free vaccines. Jacob D is a plasmid DNA vaccines. It is also an intradermal vaccine applied using a needle-free injector, PharmaJet you can call it. The company claims the needle-free system can lead to the significant reduction in the side effects. So no major side effect has been found on. Another thing is this vaccine is required in the 3 dose. So Jacob D is a 3-dose vaccines of 28 days gap. So 0, 28 and 56, that is the duration. On their effectivity or efficacy has been shown by 66.6%, that is primary efficacy attained in the interim analysis. Company has also claimed that this vaccine is also effective on the Delta variant, which is normally responsible for the second wave in India. So it is effective on the Delta variants, but Delta plus or other variants have to be evaluated. They have also done on the 12 to 18 age group claims, and this claims that vaccine is safe, and if it is well tolerated in those age group also, so it might be effective in kids above 20 year of age. Their company is normally, they are planning that 100 to 120 million doses annually they are going to produce. The whole budget for this project is 400 to 500 crores, and once they will get they have already applied to the DGCI for their approval. Once they will get the approval, they need 45 to 60 days of time duration for vaccine productions. So this is all about the ZyCoV-D, whatever available. Once it will get the approval, then will come with the more data, and once their phase 3 data will be declared, then we will come with the more data. So thank you very much. Have a nice day. If you have any query, any comments, you can write in the comment box. If you are not subscribed my channel, please subscribe it. If you like the video, press the like button. Please share it to your friends, colleagues. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.